Keep the show moving, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to the stage, without a doubt, he just started in comedy. And I'll tell you what, he's made a lot of noise so far, and he's doing a really good job. You're going to like to put your hands together for the very funny Shilo Ward.
All right, thank you. What's going on, King's Room? How's everybody doing tonight? Yeah, Sunday night in Vegas. Let's hear it. Make some noise for me, guys. That's what I like to hear there. Now, you know, a lot of people, when they meet me, they always ask me this question all the time. It's, you know, they say I have some kind of accent when I talk, and they always think I'm from Canada or somewhere. You know, so they always say, Shilo, where are you from? You know, and I tell everybody, you know, I'm from the Bay Area. I'm actually from San Francisco. And everybody goes, oh, you know, they're expecting something else. You know, but, yeah. You know, what I think about San Francisco is they've got a lot of great things out there. It's a place I was born. I really love this area, but there, you know, there's not a lot that's special as far as like that I'm proud to be of, you know, from that area. You know, like when you go to Paris, you've got the Eiffel Tower, right? You know, you go to New York, you've got the Empire State Building. You know, out in San Francisco, what is there really? I mean, you got rice-a-roni, cable cars, you know, or the #1 largest export is semen, right? You know, all the fellas, the sailors out there, and they wear the little sailors' hats and the little, you know, scarves. You know what I'm talking about? They sing and dance, you know, in the Navy, you know. Yeah. But I am proud to be from San Francisco. I love that place. I've been living out here in Vegas for about maybe 10 years now, and I love it here too, as well. You know, yeah. So I'm glad that you guys are on such a good mood, huh? Yeah, give yourselves another round of applause, everybody. It's good to have everybody enjoy themselves, drinking, having a good time. And, you know, yeah, you guys are actually cheering me up because I lost my girlfriend. I've been pretty depressed about that lately. Oh. You know, yeah. Well, you know, that's what happens when you get married, though, right? Yeah. Lose a girlfriend and you get depressed. Yeah, you know, well actually, yeah, we've been together for 7 years now. Can you guys believe that? Already 7 years? Yeah, it's starting to feel like an eternity already, I'll tell you. Some of you guys probably can understand what I'm talking about there. You know, see, because what ends up happening is you go, you tie the knot, you have some big celebration, you invite everybody that you know, and now all of a sudden you're not supposed to sleep in the same bed with anybody else except your wife. Did you guys know that? Yeah, I didn't know that. Nobody told me that part. So immediately our marriage got off to a real bad start right away. I was in a lot of trouble. Yeah. And because it ruined my lifestyle. You know, not because I give a crap about my wife or what her parents think. No, you know, I'm a typical guy. You know, I like to watch sports, football. Yeah, you know, I like to have variety. I can't eat the same thing for dinner every single night. I can't have lobster and caviar every single night, no matter how good it is. You know, mayonnaise and pickles and Brussels sprouts every single night of the week. Ugh, can't do it. I don't know about you guys, but that's torture. You know, I gotta have a little variety. And yeah, so how about this, anybody here for this magic convention that's going on out here? Yeah, you got it from magic? Let's hear it for these guys over here, for the magic. You guys know what that stands for? This is the men's apparel group in California, actually. So that there's all these fancy apparel for men, which is good, because a lot of us men, we don't have a lot of fashion. You know, it's generally fashion for the ladies, and there's not much for men. We have t-shirts and jeans, and that's about it. I actually made a little magic happen in my apartment the other night. I'm living in an apartment now. Yeah. Yeah. Anybody have these little the pillows that they make with the duck feathers, goose feathers, and whatever? It exploded in my washing machine and just feathers everywhere. So I'm shaking it. I'm shaking all the clothes everywhere, and there's just feathers flying everywhere. I still got feathers all over me. It's hard to get rid of this stuff. You know, my roommate walks out. What is going on out here? You know, just duck feathers flying all over the place. I don't know, magic. So, you know, you guys can generally tell what type of music a person listens to by the way they present themselves. Am I right? I mean, you know, if you're white and you're from the South, you listen to what, country, Western, right? Yeah. Something like that? Yeah, all right. If you're black and you're from the hood, what do you listen to, hip-hop and rap? Is that right, guys? Yeah. Well, I'm white. I'm from the hood now, you know. I listen to classical. That's right. The particular style I listen to is Baroque. That's the way I am all the time. I'm Baroque nowadays, you know. Oh boy. Thank you guys. Yeah. Oh, so I'm telling you, I just started dating again, actually. Yeah. And yeah, I'm dating this girl. Her name is Rhonda. And a lot of my roommate's friends, they come over and you know, they're really excited. You know, we just get together. They're always asking me, so Shilo, you know, how's Rhonda there, you know? And, you know, I told him, I said, you know, well, you know, everything's good, and, you know, everything's going great, actually, you know, but, you know, I killed her kitty Muffin. And they also started, you know, oh, I'll drink to that! You know, they're all a bunch of partiers, started high-fiving me. They didn't get it, you know, I had to tell them, you know, Muffin is her pussycat, you know, I killed her, a little kitty. It was horrible, you know, trying to break the news to her. She just got her, little tiny kitten. And, yeah, so I didn't know what to do. I ended up having a special funeral service for the little kitty. You know, I felt real terrible about it. And, you know, I ended up inviting all the neighbors, cats. Everybody was there. It was a great ceremony, actually. You know, yeah. They all showed up in little tuxedos. Yeah. Fluffy showed up in a little fur coat. It was white, a little white deer. What do they call it? Deer mouse fur. Yeah. It was a good event. Anyway, you know, they say in comedy, timing is everything. It makes a big difference. You know, but I gotta say goodnight because that's my time, guys. Thank you very much. I'm Shilo Ward.